Welcome to Healing and Manifesting in the Hut. I'm Stephanie Malo. Today we're going to continue talking about manifestation and how to get the job done. So my question for you today is, do you actually know what you want? Do you know what you want to manifest? So if the answer to that is yes, can you state what you want clearly? Can you say what all the details are about what you want to manifest? Just stick with the one thing for now. I think a lot of us, when we're asked, what is it you actually want to manifest? I think a lot of us are stumped. So there's a lot of power to sitting with it quietly for a bit, focusing in on the details of what you want to manifest for clarity, and including every last detail about it. I'm going to give you an example from yesterday. This is a small example, but I always say with manifesting and wanting to manifest and talking about manifesting, isn't it really just about how we feel once we've got it? Or how we feel on the way to getting it? That could be a whole other episode. I'm going to have to write that down later. So I'm going to give you an example from yesterday that I started to say is a small example, but there's no such thing as small or big examples when it comes to manifesting because it's just about how you feel. So yesterday, I thought, based on the happenings in my life over the last week, which is another episode in itself, which will never become an episode, I thought to myself, what do I need today? This was yesterday. And I thought, I need a manicure and a pedicure. I need to be pampered. And then when I'm talking about clarity with what you want to manifest, I started to go into why, like, what is it about the manicure pedicure? And I thought, well, I want to be pampered. I want to tune out for an hour. I want to be looked after. I want to relax, and I want my fingernail color and toenail color to match because previously it didn't match, and it didn't mind until yesterday. So the clarity was in how I was going to feel: relaxed, pampered, looked after, cared for, time out, matching toenails and fingernails. And my day was wild. It became wild. And at one point I started to think, you might not be able to get to your manicure pedicure today. And then I was like, okay, that's okay. But I'm still going to try. So I stayed with the feeling of what that mani-pedi would feel like. As I did other things, I didn't even call and make an appointment. Because I was like, the day was so crazy. I was like, how can I call? I don't even know what time I could make an appointment for. And I was like, you will know. You will reach a point today where you will know if you're available and when you're available for a mani-pedi. So that time came. It did arrive. And I called the place and I said, hi, I'm just wondering if there's an opening today for a mani-pedi. Fingers crossed. And she says, oh, not today. How about tomorrow? How about you come at 4:00 tomorrow? And I just took a deep breath and I said to her, I was about to say, I'll say it this way. I said to her, I'm in town now. And then I was going to finish by saying, I don't know if I'm able to make it tomorrow or not. But all I got out with, because I'm still picturing this mani-pedi will happen. This pampering will happen. It's close. I mean, it's close as possibly tomorrow. So I said, I'm in town now, though. And she said, oh, you're in town now? You want to come in 10 minutes? So I said yes. And I parked my car, grabbed an iced coffee, and settled myself in there. if I hadn't been clear on what I wanted, if I hadn't believed that it was close, my tone might have even been different. I might have spoken faster to say, oh yeah, tomorrow I'll be fine, assuming that's all that was available for me. But in the pause and in my picturing of just experiencing this at some point, she said, why don't you come right now? Or 10 minutes. So fun. And then the fun didn't stop there, because this is all about energy. So I felt like I fit myself in a very magical way there, with just picturing what I wanted, believing I would have it, and letting go. So, I settled myself in there and got that chair massager going, and all of a sudden the lady beside me and the two people doing the pedicures, the staff, all four of us were talking, and the conversation got so funny that like the entire place was laughing. And another customer was like, I've never heard this much laughter in here before. So even when we get our manifestation, like it keeps rolling, it keeps bringing stuff, because we're on a roll, and then others around us are on a roll, and it can become quite fantastic. Notice I'm mostly talking about feelings, joy, momentum. Momentum's not really a feeling, although it kind of is. You can kind of feel momentum, can't you? Happiness, relaxation. So I want to challenge you to think about, do you really know what you want to manifest? Can you be clear about it? I want to challenge you to put what you want to manifest in the comments. No judgment. Keep it clean. No judgment. Type it out. Put pen to paper. Typing it out, clarifying it, pen to paper is powerful. It's part of the momentum. It's part of the energy. It's part of the magic. And let's get a conversation going. Let's have some fun with it. I'm here to help. I'm here to answer questions. I'm not an expert. I am learning. I will always be learning. You know you're doing well by how you feel. So I'd also like to direct you to my website, Stopping to Smell the Flowers. The Stopping to Smell the Flowers trilogy is for sale there. You can order the books from my website. You can order the books wherever you buy your books. It's through all the channels, and these are short stories about being present, and so they kind of help us slow down and pause in order to determine what is it that we want. What would we like to manifest? Joy is our birthright. Thank you for listening. Share this video. It helps me. Comment, like it, share it with a friend that you think might benefit. Or just go, look, I know her. What is she talking about? Just kidding. I think we all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, subscribe, hit the like button. All of that helps other people see the video too, right? We're living in a digital world. StoppingToSmellTheFlowers.com. Thank you for being here.